y'all, Sarah here at Hillside Acres, and today we are going to be doing a couple of miscellaneous things. We have to take our male goats out of our big pen and put them across the driveway in their own pen. We did plan on separating all of our goats out, our males away from our females at the end of December, and then we got into probably the first week of January, and we had kind of been running behind. And it started icing and snowing, and it got down to like single digits at nighttime, and it was just really cold. So we decided to go ahead and leave our males in for one more month to kind of help them get through the colder part of the winter, just so they could all stay together and huddle up. And the breeder that we originally got our very first Nigerian Dwarfs from, she told us that it was completely safe to leave bucks in with females for the first 3 months, but then after that you do want to go ahead and separate them because the bucks can cause damage to the to the babies that are developing by continuously mounting the does or headbutting them or just being bucks, because that's how they are. So today we are going to be moving Aladdin, which is our herd sire, and then Templeton, which is our wether that we were given as a companion for Aladdin from some friends of ours, and we went ahead and weathered him, which weathering just means that we castrated him. He is no longer able to produce offspring, and so we just got him as a companion for Aladdin. And so we are going to be moving Aladdin and Templeton over to their own pen today. We are going to be cleaning out the water. We're going to be putting some fresh hay in I call it a dudeplex. It's basically like a little house, and it's divided down the center because previously our bucks that we had before, we had a buck named Little Brother, and then we had a buck named the Colt 45. And Colt, he just would not share. Wherever he was, he would not share. And so the shelter that we had, he wouldn't let Little Brother in. He would headbutt him and just do everything he could to not let him in the shelter. And so we ended up building this new shelter that's divided in the middle so Colt could have his side and Little Brother could have his side. But we've sold them, and now we have Aladdin, which is actually one of Colt's sons, and then we have Templeton, who is unrelated, that we just got from a friend. But we're going to be moving the boys over to their pen, and we are going to be breaking up some of this hay and kind of just doing some cleanup in the goat pen today. We also plan on doing some other chores, but I might go ahead and put that off till tomorrow because I didn't realize how much of a chore it was going to be to get this goat pen cleaned up today, because I also have to rake out the girls' goat house, and then I need to clean out both waters, and I just got a lot to do today, so I'm going to be doing that. But yeah, I'm just going to start by putting Templeton and Aladdin in their own pen today and getting some chores done, and I thought I'd bring y'all along with. Toby. Okay, so that was a complete and total fail. But the goats are fine to just run around the yard for a minute. I'm going to get Toby put back up because he will take off. And we won't be able to get him again. So, here, come on, you want to go in this room for a little bit and go pee on some new stuff? Here. Go. Did you get Templeton? Hey, Templeton, let's put Templeton in here. Go, baby, go. We're going to put them up, Leslie. So that's what we're doing today. Alright, let's get Aladdin. Come on, Aladdin. we got the boys putting their pen. We went ahead and put Toby over here too, just so he's gonna run around, pee on some new stuff that he hasn't got to pee on in a while. And the girls are out, but we'll just get a feed scoop, shake it a little bit, and they'll come right back. Are you ready to go ahead and start raking? You want to walk them around? Okay, we can walk them around. Let's go get them caught. Raking up 2.5 tubs of hay just right here in this area under this feeder that we have on the fence, or hay feeder. We still have an area back here behind us, and then we still have to rake out the goat house. What we do with our hay, because it's still perfectly good hay, obviously we don't try to feed it to any of our animals, because once the goats have, they've pooped on it, they've peed on it, but for the most part it's dry and it's still usable. So we go ahead and we recycle it, and we use it for the bedding inside of our chicken coops. Last year I used to take like brand new fresh hay and would sprinkle it in my chicken coops, and we were just going through squirrel bells like crazy. So we kind of decided, that's kind of a waste of money, because all the chickens are going to do is poop on it and scratch it around, and then it just goes in the compost pile anyways. So instead of wasting fresh brand new hay, we feed the girls their Bermuda hay, because that's what we feed. We feed Bermuda, and then we just mix in, or give them kind of alfalfa pellets. But anyways, what we do is we give them their hay, and then whenever they, they dump it on the floor, they crumple over, they're done. Then we take it, we rake it up, we wait until it's been like a few good sunny days, so that way, it is dry, it's not moldy, it's not super dirty, it's just hay. And then we take it and we go dump it in our big chicken coop over here, and then we will also put it in our little chicken coops that are out back by the shop. The actual hay that's inside the goat house, though, that is going straight to the garden, because that has a lot of goat poop in it, and goat poop is one of the best fertilizers that you can use in your garden. So all of the hay that is in the goat house that has a lot of poop in it and can really be utilized in a better place than just thrown in a chicken coop is in the garden. So when we rake out the goat house, we are going to put all of that hay, all of that goat manure, everything, just straight in the garden area. So I'm going to go ahead and get these dumped in the turkey pen, and then I'll bring these empty tubs back, and we'll get this other area raked up. And then after that, we're actually short on time today. We got some plans this afternoon. And so we are going to go get cleaned up, and we are going to head in the house and get ready to go. But we're for sure at least going to get the girls' outside pen done, and then we're, of course, going to get some, the boys' water needs to be dumped and cleaned out. We have, we've just been leaving it. Are you stuck on the fence? Hold on. Anyways, we are going to get the rest of that hay raked up, and then we are going to get the boys' water cleaned out. It just has some algae in it. And so we're going to get it cleaned up and ready to go, and then we are going to go inside, get cleaned up, and go do our afternoon plans. Yeah. So, we're going to get that done. Anyway, so I got the water cleaned and filled up, and I'm such a weirdo when it comes to wanting their water to be like as clean as possible, and there was dirt on the garden hose. So my bright idea was to like unscrew it and like just like wash the water, like the garden hose off with the water that, you know, sprays out after you take the handle off. And I'm soaking wet now. But anyways, this is the goat house for the boys, and it's called the duplex. Each goat has their own side. Kind of hard to see in there. Let's see. But there's a divider in the middle, and each area is 4 foot by 3 foot. So it's not huge, but it's big enough for one little Nigerian dwarf buck. So there is the duplex for the boys. That is what I'm talking about when I said the duplex. So now all that's left for these boys is to go around to the other side of the shop, get their hay feeder, and get them some hay, and then they're good to go. Okay, we got the boys their hay. They got their water cleaned out. The only thing left to do is take Toby and go put him back over across the way, over there with the girls, and then these boys are done for today. They are good and moved in. What do y'all think about y'all's bachelor pad? Any complaints? No? Okay, well, if they ain't complaining, then I'm happy. Y'all boys enjoy y'all's bachelor pad, and Toby, come on, let's go take you back over there to the girls. If y'all would, please like this video, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. Kidding season is right around the corner. Those 3 beautiful girls over there are going to be kidding in March. And so stick around for hopefully some videos of them having their babies and some adorable babies hopping around and enjoying the beautiful spring. Thanks for watching.